Okay, so this is part 2. I'm going for it. I've got everything ready. I've zoomed in a little bit, so hopefully that will help. I've only got 10 minutes, as you probably know if you've watched my videos before. The other thing I should say is that this is my way of doing these beads. If you Google or in YouTube you type in Boho Bead tutorial, you'll find loads, and there are some really good ones. And there are certainly ones from people who have got much more jewellery making skills than I've got. Anyway, I've cut my plastic tube into, I'm going to do 2 beads, into lengths, and they're approximately 3.5 centimetres or 1.25 inches. I just do it by eye really. So I've got 2 of that size with a shorter bit left, which will make another bead as well. So I'm going to start with this head pin with the eyelet, and now when I do this on the floor I drop things all the time. I'm not as dexterous as I used to be, but it's basically just threading everything together. So I've got a round bead and one of these little star spacers, and then I'm putting on my plastic tube. I'm going to put another star spacer here, and then we'll put on a tiny bead. She says hopefully a tiny bead, there we go, which is acts as another spacer there. And then I'm going to put one of these bead caps on. The aim is to fill up the head pin more or less. I've got a pink round bead. I use mostly glass beads. I do like glass rather than acrylic. So we've got to this point and we've got this much left. And what I want to do, because I want to add something onto the bottom of this, I want to turn this into something similar to this at the top. Now, if you're skilled jewellery making and wire bending, people make really good job of this. I'm not that skilled, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm just going to make this slightly shorter, and then I'm going to take my round pliers. I'm going to bend that back and bend this round, and I want to get it so that it closes without too much movement here, and actually that's happened fairly easily. Usually I really struggle with that. So that's the first half of our bead, our boho bead. And then for the dangle, I've got this head pin with the nail end, and I'm going to start with a small bead, and then I've got a glass drop shaped bead, and then I'm going to put a cap over that and another small bead. It's a little, so I've got, see that, hopefully you can see it against there. So I've got this little drop piece which I'm going to add on to like a little dangle on the bottom. So the first thing I need to do is cut this off, similarly to how I did before. So that would be, I just again do it by eye really. You get better at judging what you need the more you do, so I would say it's just practice really. Let's get rid of that. And then we need these round nose pliers again. Do you think that's a bit long? So a bit more. Oh, there we go. So again, I tend to bend it back a little bit first and then bring that round. And just try and close it up so there's no gap, but you've got a decent loop on the end there. Can you see that? Okay. And then to join these two together, I'm just going to use a jump ring. And this time I'm going to use my curved pliers and my straight pliers. I'm going to take the ring. Oh, this is so fiddly to do on camera. That's dropped it twice. 3 times. And where it opens, you'll see there's a tiny gap. Just going to do this so that it opens. You don't pull them apart that way, you do it forward and back. I'm going to hook that through there, that through there, take my round pliers again, and my curved pliers, and just move that back. And there we've got a dangle boho bead base really ready to make. Let's just see how much time I've got left. 4 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to do the other one in 4 minutes, but I'm going to do exactly the same process. My bead dangle is slightly different, the bottom bit. I've got a flower head, so I'm threading to make, I'll do that first. To make that, I'm threading a tiny bead onto my nail head, then the flower, then the bead cap over the top, I think my camera will run out before I get to the end of this bead, so I'm just going to finish it in the same way that I did the other one. I'll leave the camera running while I do this, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I wrap my beads. And I'll stop talking as well because it's quite hard trying to concentrate and talk at the same time. So come back for part 3 if you like what you've seen so far. I've probably hidden everything with my hands and we'll see. Hopefully it'll be okay. This is where I fiddle a bit with getting those together. So when that happens, I just need to go back into the loop and just bend it round a little bit more. That's that one. And then this one, we're doing the same way as before. So a bead, a spacer, a tube, another spacer, and honestly you can vary this in so many ways. You just need to play. They've got a tiny bead there, a bead cap, and this this large glass bead here, and then I think we might need most of that, so let's just take the very end off that. Okay. So I think got that one, and we just need a what's this? A jump ring. I'm going to proceed and drop numerous times now. It's really hard to see, that's the opening there, so let's just, I think that's the opening. So I'm just going to can find the opening. There it is. So I'm just going to bend that back that way, attach that and that. I think I might have got both of these in the 10 minutes. So there's our second one. So sorry. So those are our two similar but not quite the same beads ready to wrap. So join me for that shortly.